Hello and welcome to yesterday's airlines. In part 2 of my look at the FantasyWings new airport elements series, we have the Hong Kong Airport Air Traffic Control Tower. Now, if you haven't seen the first part of these videos, which covers the Hong Kong Outer Bay set, then please check that out. Next up to this set. But in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the control tower itself, and this set, which is huge, doesn't just include the control tower, it also includes the elements which connect up to it. And the sheer size of this diorama piece means that I've had to move down to the kitchen where we've got a bigger table display on, because it simply won't fit on my usual photograph video space. So this is a really chunky element, this control tower and its associated block, and in a sense I'm a little surprised that FantasyWings have gone to the trouble to generate this, because it's got this, it's not just the control tower. You see we've got this 12-story control tower here, but also there's this big 7-story administration block which goes next to it. So putting the two together, you've got this really impressive building size, and it obviously takes up quite a lot of room, but that's always the issue when you're trying to make airport models which are actually real and represent actual airports, that they tend to have lots of elements which you perhaps wouldn't put on your own model airport if you were making one, because they take up lots of space which you perhaps would prefer to have gates. Anyway, that's the way I've always seen it. I've always tried to maximize the number of gates, and so having like a huge admin block here isn't necessarily the kind of thing that I'd go for if I was building my own model airport. But what is impressive is just that it's going to look, you know, just like the real thing here, and that's unheard of really, because mostly when you look at airport buildings that have been made by manufacturers in the past, I'm thinking mainly of the Gemini airport sets, they don't look at all realistic. They don't look like actual airport terminals. They look odd and out of scale, and they just don't look anything like it. So this one, as you can see already, looks super realistic, and I believe that this set also lights up, and I've not actually got it out of the box, but I can see there's a pull tag here on the tower, so that'll be really interesting to see how that works and what that looks like. But just looking at the box first off, you can see that it's got the usual high quality finish. I mean, it's a box, it's not that exciting, but on the back you can see what you're going to be getting out of this. You're not just getting the admin block here and the control tower, but you're also getting basically this half of what is being shown over here. So if we look in a little bit more detail about what we had in the first video, in the Outer Bay video, it was covering this portion here over on this side, and the line down there is what's in this portion. So this set is about the same size as the Outer Bay set, because as you can see, this area of Hong Kong Chek Lap Kok, which is the control tower attached to those Outer Bay gates. Now, it is quite a distinctive control tower. I don't think I've seen another one which looks like this, so it is quite uniquely Hong Kong, which really, again, adds quite a lot of detail. And Hong Kong is one of my favourite airports. I've travelled through it a couple of times, and it's got a lot of character, even though it's a modern airport, so that's really cool. Now, looking at the set, just from the box here, you can see the different components that come with it. Looks like we've got another couple of buses, we've got the 2 panels, and then we've got the buildings and such. So what I'm going to do is, as always, I'm going to open up this and have a look around. And unlike in most of my videos where I've usually opened up the boxes before I do the videos, they're not proper unboxings. This one I haven't done because, yeah, it just seemed like such an effort to open the box, take it all out, and then try and put it back in to take this part of the video. So I didn't do that. But I'm super excited because you can see it's going to light up, and it's got these things, and it'll look really well. I think it'll connect really well. And I've managed to find, in an update from my previous video, I've managed to find a space to display this, I think. So I'm really looking forward to being able to have this actually out in my terminal spaces, mainly for myself, because no one else goes there in my family. Don't care about model aeroplanes, but nonetheless, I'm looking forward to seeing how this looks, and I can already see that it looks pretty good. So we'll get into that in a second. Now, as always, this is the bit where I tell you to like and subscribe to the video, so please do so. Obviously, I produce this kind of content quite regularly. I try to do more than just, unbox stuff and go, wow, look, isn't it lovely? I try to be a bit more critical and also to provide more information. So I'd like to think my content's reasonably unique. Also, check me out at yesterdaysannals.com, where I write a huge amount of material around 400 scale models and aviation history. And obviously, I've got Instagram at Yesterday Airlines and the Facebook too, so check those out. But for now, we're going to get into actually looking at this set, which, from outside the box looks, well, it's impressive and it's weighty, and I think it's going to really stand out and look good as a diorama display. So here is the air traffic control tower set unboxed, and you can see that just like the outer bay set that I've already looked at, it looks superb. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a closer look around this set. You can see, as I've already explained, that it comes with this impressive 12-story control tower and the 7-story administration block. Also, you get a couple of the airport buses, and you get these 2 panels. The 737 that you see here in the gate obviously doesn't come with the set, but the set itself, just like the previous one, is of really high quality, and much like the previous one, again, the panels here are made of plastic and connect up with the magnets on the underside. I would say that this set does seem to have this slightly more obvious seam than the last one, but I think it's hard to avoid when you're putting panels together like this. Otherwise, however, the set really does look superb. If I just try and turn it around, you can see that from different angles here, the tower really is very high quality. It has many separate pieces, and obviously you can see it has translucent windows so you can see through. And that's the same with the administration block as well. And that's because it is something which can be lit up. There's a lot more grass on this set, and you can see that again, just like previously on the other set where there was only a small piece, it's fuzzy grass, it's 3-dimensional, it's not the same. There's some really good detailing on the spaces, and if you move around to the other side of the admin block, you can see that there's plenty of space set up here for parking and for other GSCs. It would be cool if we could get hold of some slightly more varied GSC, maybe just some cars and trucks and things to fill up the spaces, and you can see that from the other side it looks equally good. What I also like is that when you look through the tunnel is very translucent as well, and you can see right through here, and it looks really nice. So that's great. Moving to the airport gates, these obviously finish off the outer bay gate set and connect up to that, and we'll show you that in a second. So we've got V135 here, another gate which is compromised somewhat by the fact that you've got V134 here coming through, and so you can't get all the aircraft you might want it. And in this case, even though there's a 737 marked on the tarmac down here as being possible in this gate, if you put a 737-800 on it, then the wingspan of the 800 and the length of it cuts out the ability to use V134. So I think that would probably have to be a 737-700 at the most, unless you bring the 737 further forward, and even at the A320 parking space, it's too big. But that's factually accurate. It's nothing to do with the set. That is the way the gate works and exists in Hong Kong, so can't complain about that. Otherwise, yeah, the quality is matching, and so it's excellent. I'm really liking this, and I think it will look great when I put this together with the outer bay set, so we'll do that in a minute. Now, the other thing to bring up is obviously, as I already mentioned, that this is a light up set, so I can light up the control tower, and the way that's done is simply, if you turn over the whole set onto its base, you can see there's a battery compartment and an on-off switch here, so I can clearly and easily do that. This, by the way, is very solid and well built, and it's plastic, but obviously, as you see, it's got the insert. So what I'll do is I will just turn on the lights here and show you what that looks like. So here's the set with the lights turned on. Obviously it's daytime at the moment here, so it doesn't quite have the effect it would as if it was night, and I might try and go to a room where it's dark and show you what these look like otherwise. But you can see that we've got lighting appearing inside the terminal building here, which also pushes up and lights up inside the lower portion, or the upper portion, sorry, of the control tower as well. It makes a really good lighting effect. I would say that the light obviously transfers through this building well because there's no flaws in it, and that's either a good point or a bad point depending on viewpoint. It makes the light travel, but it does make it look a little bit less realistic, I guess, when you look in real detail. And you can also slightly see the wires on the inside there, but I think that's a minor compromise and not something drastic that matters too much. And overall, I think it looks really, really good. So it's a very nice looking set, and actually the administration block, which I previously kind of thought, why would you need that? It actually adds a lot of character to this, makes it look a lot more realistic. So it is looking, highly accurate. Looks really good. Okay, I've just moved the set into my lower bathroom just to give you a better view of what the lighting will look like in a darker space. You can see that it really lights up really well, and if I close the door more, you can see that again, it gives a really nice view of how the terminal looks. Also not the terminal, how the admin building and the tower look in the dark. It is a really nice feature, and it adds a lot of value, I think, to the set, and it's just powered by a pair of AA batteries, so it's super easy and cost effective to have on, and just because there's a switch, it's super easy to turn on and off as well, so that looks really nice. Okay, so the last thing I just wanted to show is the control tower set attached to the outer bay set. So it's all displayed as one piece, which is obviously the way that it is designed to be displayed. I've managed to find this space on top of my HKIA cabinet, which I'm hoping will be the place that this set now resides. It looks really impressive when you've got all the sections together and some aircraft displayed on it, as you can see here. We've also got the lights on, and it just looks amazing. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to say. I'm really impressed by the buildings. The height and size of the control tower really adds some gravitas to the whole display. And when you've got the models out in front of it like this, then it really, really looks superb. It would be nice to have a set where you can show some wide-body aircraft, but as you can see, even this small set with 5 Type C aircraft on it is getting quite sizable, especially when you've got the control tower. But it is a lovely set. I'm really very impressed, and thank you very much, FantasyWings, again for enabling me to see this and to sending me a sample. I'm really going to cherish this and have it out on display, I think, like this, and I highly recommend thinking about getting it for your own displays. The only real drawback of the set is the cost. I've seen the air traffic control portion of this set going for around the $140 mark. When added to the outer base set, that's another $45 or so. So you're approaching $185, $190 for both sets, which is, quite expensive. And I wonder outside of Asia how much demand there is for the set, but nonetheless, if you don't have space for your own full-size model airport, then this is a great alternative. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this. Keep an eye out for this set, which I believe will be available within the month. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time at Yesterday's Airlines.